Annyeong! Welcome to Dollightful! We're going to completely customize this series for TokiDoki Unicorno today. She used to have a snowflake here, but I already popped it off. I've drawn a quick sketch to map out my idea and to reference this while I'm customizing. First, I'm going to remove some of her factory paint using acetone nail polish remover. I'm mostly concerned with removing the darkest paint so that it doesn't show through when I paint on top. Give her a quick rinse. Now it's time to sculpt. I use Apoxie Sculpt. I love this stuff because it hardens to look and feel just like plastic. However, it is a little dangerous, so work in a ventilated area and wear gloves. Pinch out equal parts from A and B and mix thoroughly. Apoxie Sculpt dries slowly and is pretty mushy to start with, so I'm going to simply block in the basic shapes of her new hair and horn and do some rough sculpting on her braid. Use water to smooth the surface and push the epoxy flat into the plastic to make the transition as seamless as you can. Now that the blocking stage is done, I'm going to let her sit for about 40 minutes. The epoxy becomes firmer as time passes. It's been about an hour since we mixed it, and now is the perfect window of opportunity for sculpting and tightening details. Since I'm trying to match the plastic, I continue to use water to smooth down the surface. Let's add a few curls. There. And there. And we're done sculpting. As you can see, I added a little more detail in her hair when the epoxy was really starting to get hard. To ensure the epoxy is completely dry though, we're going to leave her overnight. It's the next day, and she came out perfectly. The areas we sculpted are now as hard as the plastic. To really make sure the transition from epoxy to plastic is seamless, I'm going to sand her down. Now for the fun part, painting. Well, actually it's all fun, but anyway. You want to mix your acrylic paints and keep them pretty wet. The idea is to paint lots of thin, watery layers and attempt to disguise any paint strokes from the brush. We want people to think she was factory made this color. Now for her mane. There we go, the first layer of painting is done. She's going to need a lot more, so once this dries, we'll give her a second coat. About 7 coats later, her creamy white skin is looking perfect. Now it's time for the mane. I'm gonna try and add a gradient effect right here. And I decided I wanted a lighter pink. I decided to use my favorite iridescent gold acrylic paint to give her some sparkly unicorno flair. Let's add her blushes and start drawing the eye. I'm doing my best to keep her eyes level from side to side, which isn't easy. I'm doing a basic sketch in pencil first while looking at my reference. With a good sketch in place, painting should be easier. I actually based these eyes off another unicorno in this series named Lily. She's the one that I really wanted, along with the donut one, Cornetto. But out of all the blind boxes I opened, I just got a ton of Yukis, so that's why we make customs. little heart in her eye. That's so cute. Sneak a little gold in there too. The last thing she needs is this flower I sketched here. I have some supplies in my craft box. I'm hoping something here will look right. That's a really big flower. I decided on this little pink ribbon flower, and I'm going to carefully and quickly apply it with hot glue. And why not add a few more sparkles? Alright, is she all done? Nope, I totally forgot to seal her, so we're going to use DuraClear matte varnish to protect our paint. Shake it up, water it down, and apply about 2 to 3 coats. I put extra coats on the areas that protrude because I know I'm gonna drop and knock over my toys, so she needs to be really durable. Naturally, this would have been easier before I glued the flower on. Oops. Lastly, I'm using Liquitex High Gloss Varnish to give her eyes a shine. So shiny. I'm pretty happy with how she turned out. She feels like some kind of sugary sherbet princess unicorno now. And I got her eyes pretty even, which I'm proud of. Although I'll probably be posing her mostly from the side anyway so I can see the braid. I think she's going to get along with all of her new friends, don't you? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more customizing goodness. What do you think about this custom unicorno? Should we give her a name? Let me know in the comments below. Stay artsy, and I'll see you in my next video. Annyeong!